Hello my friends, in a new video today we will talk about the leg muscle. First we will start with the muscular anatomy of the muscles of the legs. First the quadriceps. It is a group of large muscles located in the front of the thigh. It includes the four muscles that prevail in that region. It is the large extensor muscle of the knee. It forms a large mass of flesh to protect the anterior part of the femur. All four muscles of the thigh are strong muscles, extensors of the knee joint, and are the main muscles in walking, running, jumping, and squatting. Quadriceps muscle exercises. The squat is the best exercise ever. Bodies because it occupies almost all the muscles of the body. It also occupies the heart and blood vessels, such as cardio exercises, and helps in expanding the chest, thus increasing the respiratory capacity. The squat exercise primarily engages the quadriceps femoris, the gluteal muscles, the posterior thigh muscles, and the erector muscles of the column. Vertebral and adductor muscle group, the adductor muscle. Lower under the barbell on the rack and place it on top of the barbell. Rear deltoids slightly. Grip the bar firmly with your hands at a comfortable width and your elbows back. Take a deep breath to maintain the internal pressure of the chest, which prevents the torso from tilting forward. Arch your lower back slightly by rotating your pelvic bone forward. Look straight ahead, lift the barbell off the rack, and take a step back. 2 steps back, with the feet parallel or facing the toes. Slightly outward and shoulder width apart. Bend at the hips because the axis of curvature should be. It is across the hip joints. And when you reach the thighs to the horizontal position, level with your feet and raise your torso. Return to the starting position. Exhale at the end of the movement. Dumbbell squat exercise. Stand with your feet slightly apart, hold a dumbbell in each hand, and look straight ahead. Inhale, arch your back slightly, and bend your knees. When you reach the horizontal position, extend your feet to return to the starting position. Exhale at the end of the movement. This exercise mainly engages the quadriceps femoris and gluteal muscles. There is no benefit in using heavy weights in this exercise. Use medium weights for 10 repetitions. Up to 15 repetitions provides the best results. Front squat exercise. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and hold the barbell with an overhand grip. Upper chest and anterior deltoids. Take a deep breath to maintain the internal pressure of the chest, which prevents collapse. Anterior torso, arch your lower back slightly, tighten your stomach muscles, and bend your knees until they reach up. Thighs to a horizontal position. Return to the starting position and exhale at the end of the movement. Bringing the chest forward with the elbows raised to the highest possible point prevents the bar from slide forward. Keep your back straight and never lean forward during the exercise. This type of squat focuses the bulk of the work on the quadriceps muscle. The femoral heads are carried out with lighter weights than the traditional squats. This exercise engages the gluteal muscles, the posterior thigh muscles, the middle abdominal muscles, and the erector muscles of the spine, in a performing movement used in more than one exercise because it fully comply with the nature of the work of the thighs. Propulsion exercise. People who suffer from back pain and are unable to do the squat exercise can do this exercise. Place your back on the backrest and your feet on the push-up board slightly apart. Inhale, then release the safety switch, and bend your knees completely so that they touch your thighs, your body, or they come into contact with it. Return to the starting position and then exhale. Feet together, the focus of the work is on the quadriceps femoris. Feet apart, focus work on connective muscles. The feet are under the push-up plate, concentrating the work on the quadriceps femoris. The feet are on top of the push-up plate, concentrating the work on the gluteal muscles and glutes. Posterior thigh. Hack squat exercise. Stand straight with your feet slightly apart, and rest your back on a back pillow. And your shoulders are below the shoulder pads. Take an inhale and release the safety key, bend your knees, and then return to the starting position. Exhale at the end of the movement. Tighten the abdominal muscles to prevent lateral movement of the pelvis or cervical vertebrae. This exercise focuses on working the quadriceps femoris muscle, and whenever it is feet forward further, the greater the focus on the gluteal muscles. Front lunge exercise. Sit on the machine and hold the handles or seat to stabilize the object. Bend your knees and place your ankles under the ankle pads. Inhale and raise your feet until they are horizontal. Exhale at the end of the movement. This is the best exercise for isolating the quadriceps femoris, and the more it increases. Backrest angle, the higher the pelvic rotation rate, the lower the muscle isolation. This exercise also stretches the rectus femoris muscle, which is located in the middle of the quadriceps muscle, which greatly increases the focus on it during the extension of the feet. This exercise is recommended for beginners to gain enough strength to move on to more difficult exercises. Secondly, the posterior muscle. This muscle consists of 3 heads. Its primary role is to flex the knee, and paying attention to it gives a sporty appearance to the practitioner. Back leg exercises. Back fly exercise. Lie on the machine, look down, grab the handles, extend your feet, and lay down. Your ankles below the ankle pads. Inhale and bend your feet together at the same time, trying to touch the gluteal muscles with heels. Exhale at the end of the movement and return to the starting position while controlling the movement. This exercise engages the hamstring muscle group, the calf muscle, and the posterior thigh muscle can be worked on easily by bend the instep upwards to increase focus on the calf muscle. Bend the instep downward to increase the focus on the posterior thigh muscles. As you can perform the exercise by alternating between the feet. Seated leg curl exercise on the machine. Sit on the machine, extend your feet, then place your thighs between the cushion and the seat. Your ankles rest on the ankles pad. Hold the handle with your hands. Inhale and bend your knees. Exhale at the end of the movement. This exercise works the hamstring muscles and the inner hamstring as well. The calf muscle is occupied to a lesser extent. Flexing the instep upwards during the exercise focuses the work on the calf muscles. Drape. Instep down during the exercise focuses the work on the hamstrings. Good morning exercise. Stand with your feet slightly apart, and rest the bar on the trapezius muscle or down slightly on the posterior deltoid. Inhale and bend your torso forward while keeping your back straight. The axis of flexion should be across the sciatic femoral joints. Return to the starting position. And exhale. To feel the hamstrings working better, don't use weights heavy. This exercise is excellent for stretching the area behind the thigh during passive movement. Regular performance of this exercise helps prevent injury when performing an exercise. Heavy squats. Third, the calf muscle. Anatomically, the calf is divided into two parts. The first part is the gastro, which in turn is divided into internal and external heads. The function of this part is to keep the body stable and to assist with exercises, squats and deadlifts. Then the second part is the cellos, which is also important like the first part, as it helps body in jumping and running. Calf muscle exercises. Standing calf exercise for my husband. Stand on the machine with your back straight and place your shoulders under the shoulder pad. The bases of your toes are on the footboard with the heels hanging down. And relaxed calves. Lift your body up onto your toes, keeping your knees straight. You can perform the exercise on a Smith bar with blocks under your feet or on a freestyle bar, without placing blocks so as not to disturb the balance of the body. The triceps muscle is a very strong muscle that alone can lift weight. The whole body thousands of times a day while walking, so do not hesitate to train it with heavy weights. Here is an illustrative picture showing the different position of the feet in the calves exercises. Seated calf exercise on the machine. Sit on the machine and place your knees under the knee pad and the tips of your feet on the footboard with the heels relaxed. Extend your feet up by resting on the bases of the toes and lifting the heels. This exercise isolates the soleus muscle, for which it is named, for its resemblance to the flat fish, the sole. Another variation of the exercise is to sit on a bench and place blocks under your feet. Place the bar on top of the thighs, taking into account wrapping the bar with cloth to rest the thighs. Single standing calf exercise. Stand and place the toes of one of your feet on the footboard. Hold a dumbbell in one your hands and lean on the other hand on anything to stabilize your body. Rise on your toes with knees straight or slightly bent. Return to position. The beginning. This exercise engages the triceps. Full flexion on each repetition properly lengthens the triceps muscle. To get the best results from the exercise, perform sets of repetitions long until you feel the burning inside the foot. Here, my friends, we have come to the end of the video. See you in a new video. Bye.